Hello, my name is Anthony of FUNalysis, and today we're going to be taking a look at how late season finals matches can be won by the lower seeded alliances. We're going to see the different strategies that they use to overcome these higher seeds, and some strategies that teams can use overall throughout the season to be able to continue to grow stronger, and as we get closer to Worlds and some of the national competitions, take that into their own strategies. We'll look at all that and more here on FUNalysis.
This video on fun is brought to you by our viewers, supporters, members, and also in partnership with the following. It isn't too late to order competition apparel for your team at FRC Tees. Founded by First Alumni and offering a free 14-day turnaround with expedited options available, go to frctees.com to see why hundreds of teams are making FRC Tees their first choice for their apparel needs. That's frctees.com. Studica Robotics is inspiring teams to build better robots with their new array of FTC team options. Check out their updated bevel gears and Maverick hex shaft motors, Planetary gearbox options, and 6mm hex components and shafts for extreme power transmission. Go to studica.com/robots to learn more and apply for discounts.
So, taking a look at the alliances that we have, on the Red Alliance, we have Team 19639 Alpha Bots and Team 19862 Mecha Mantises. This is the NorCal Regional Championship Finals Match 2. And then on the Blue Alliance, we have Team 23224 Cheesy Bites and Team 7854 Midnight Madness. So, as we go into the autonomous period, we can see that the Silicone Division is the number 2 seed, the Bullets is the number 1 seed. So these teams obviously are going into this kind of at a somewhat similar skill level as time goes on. We can see, as autonomous progresses, Cheesy Bites has this good move where they go for the second line and then in the same movement go and hit the bar because of how their intake is. I think that this is something that teams can take a lot from to be able to reduce the amount of time that they have, because teams, you don't have to rotate or anything. We can see as we go on, this is an extremely fast auto. Another thing Cheesy Bites really is good at, and we'll see this throughout the match, this gate intaking. Recently, there's been a lot of rules with this, and it's kind of in a gray area, but Cheesy Bites does a really good job of making sure that they are following the rules with this. And we can see that, yeah, so does the Red Alliance with Alpha Bots. They just do the exact same thing. They're both able to really allow them to flow really nicely, and that's something that's very good. We can kind of see that, they're missing a few here and there, but overall, that's not going to mean a whole lot right now. Yeah, we can see they're still going for the gate, and this is going to be a huge strategy that plays out. We can see AlphaBots doesn't actually have a turret, so this could be a disadvantage kind of going into it as the match goes on, but we'll obviously see as time progresses. We see at this point in time, both teams have 26 artifacts each. So we are dead split down the center, right? And the only thing that's actually going to change with making the point differences right now is the pattern points. We see blue has 4 and red has 2. So immediately as the match starts, we can see teams, kind of going at it, trying to pick up things. We can see that the Blue Alliance or Red Alliance absolutely whiffs that the first 3 and completely misses them, which is something that's going to cause some huge issues later on in the match as will go on. But we can kind of see, Alpha Bots is really good. They're really staying close. They're, going to hit the 3 shots. Cheesy Bites is going to be Blue Alliance's close robot, and we can see again, Mecha Mantises is just kind of missing those. We can see that obviously Midnight Madness is at the far zone, and Mecha Mantises is coming in and actually hits Midnight Madness, causing them to miss a couple. And we'll kind of see that as time goes on. We can see Cheesy Bites right here hitting them, causing them to just kind of get frazzled a little bit. But yeah, both teams gate taking at the same time. Obviously, yeah. So the teams that are really going to stand out are the ones that can actually gate take, because then it slows down the balls to get into the other opposing alliance's human player station, which is something that's going to be very efficient, because then you get into some gray area on, you know, it won't roll in there. It's not safe. It's definitely protected. So slowing that down is actually going to be something that's very good. But, Cheesy Bites is playing it rough. They hit them again. And so we have balls flying everywhere as time goes on. But we can see, this Red Alliance, at least the far robots, are kind of missing one here and there. So we can see, yeah, hit that. And it just causes them to be frazzled and everything. So, yeah, I mean, overall, it's just pretty good. But going on throughout the match, we can just see, Blue Alliance, Red Alliance are exchanging shots. Red Alliance is missing probably too many than they should. We can see that uh, Red Alliance is trying to cause this Blue Alliance to miss because they're already 8 artifacts ahead, which is going to be a pretty significant gap that they're going to try to keep throughout the match. And we can kind of see that as time goes on. Blue Alliance is maybe missing 1 out of every 6, but we can see, yeah, Red Alliance is just this, you know, Mecha Mantises is really kind of slowing it down in terms of how many they're making. So they're actually kind of costing them some points. But the good thing about them is they do have the strategy to be able to come up close and actually shoot those, and they actually manage to hit all 3. Uh, so trying to be able to adapt the strategy if something is going wrong, whether your turret isn't working or you're shooting from far or close isn't working, changing up the strategy in your alliance, being able to do that is going to be something that's going to be really helpful and beneficial because you want to change up that strategy rather than completely uh, not having anything to do. So we can kind of see, as the matches continue to go on, uh, Reliance just missed all 3, which is something that's not going to help them at all because missing that many is going to really, allow this Blue Alliance to widen the gap more than they are. Uh, so I mean, it's gonna be close. This Red Alliance, is causing them. Red Alliance is trying to slow down the scoring of the Blue Alliance because the Blue Alliance is already far ahead, and so it's really going to cause Blue Alliance to start missing more than they should be. Cheesy Bites just shot some off randomly. Uh, it's just going to cost them some points. We're going to kind of take a look at uh, Midnight Madness down here at the bottom right. Keep in mind the time at this point. Uh, we can see, they're going to keep going. Uh, Cheese Bites is going to be scoring pretty much here for solo a little bit. Uh, but they're still in the human player station. They are been there for like over 10 seconds, and then they finally decided to move at 18 seconds. I don't know if there were some intaking issues or things like that, but either way, it was going to be something that was going to really kind of cost them some more points than they already had. But in the end, it doesn't really matter because they're already 12 artifacts ahead, which is 1/3 gate cycle. So huge gap going into the last 17 seconds of the match. This Blue Alliance has just kind of walked away. Uh, we can see that the Blue Alliance Midnight Madness is actually hitting Alpha Bots whenever they're gate taking, which could have been really bad if they had a bunch because then they could have gotten penalties for that. But they lucked out in this case because you can't penalty force. But we're gonna see, Red Alliance is still kind of missing a couple here and there, and then we see them go for the parks at the end of the match. So we can kind of see Red Alliance has 1 full park, 1 partial park, and 97 artifacts. Blue Alliance has 1 full park, 1 partial park, and 110 artifacts. So overall, a very solid match. The Blue Alliance looks like they're a really strong team, and they are. They ended up winning 376 to 320. We can kind of see that they had a lot of where they really took the crown home was in Teleop. We can kind of see the 85 with the 82 classified, 2 overflow, and 1 depot versus the 71 classified really helped them. And then the pattern points as well. Blue Alliance having 10 of those as opposed to the Red Alliance only having 4. So with the 248 versus 213 artifact points, the Blue Alliance definitely walked away with this one. So the interesting thing is the Red Alliance, in this case, actually ended up winning the NorCal Regional Championship. Blue Alliance had some things happen in the third match that cost them the loss. Being able to adapt your strategies, change the flow of the match if you need to go close or end up hitting the other, kind of bumping around the other line, so that frazzles them a little bit, so that they are able to kind of get around and cause them to miss a couple shots while you're still making shots. It's going to be something that's going to be really helpful, I believe, coming up on some of the bigger competitions that are happening, some of the national competitions, and then upcoming for Worlds. Let us know your thoughts. Let me know if you think that's going to be a strategy or if you've seen another one that's going to be more prominent. But until then, stay up to date on all the latest fun Robotics Network content. And this has been Anthony on FUNalysis.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell to stay up to date on future fun videos. Studica Robotics is inspiring teams to build better robots with their new array of FTC team options. Check out their updated bevel gears and Maverick hex shaft motors, Planetary gearbox options, and 6mm hex components and shafts for extreme power transmission. Go to studica.com/robots to learn more and apply for discounts. It isn't too late to order competition apparel for your team at FRC Tees. Founded by First alumni and offering a free 14-day turnaround with expedited options available, go to frctees.com to see why hundreds of teams are making FRC Tees their first choice for their apparel needs. That's frctees.com.